Hello friends, I am going to attempt to make a video of watercoloring this paper. So I'm just going to jump right on into it. Watercolor marker, pineapple punch, and I'm just going to color it. It's just a matter of coloring. I mean, I'm not sure that this is all that difficult. I think if you just give it a try. See, I'm going to just kind of spread this yellow out a little bit. Kind of just get it out into those little lines that's on the paper that kind of look like, well, here's one over here. I think might be one right there. Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna, so then I just wipe this off. I kind of get some water out. Ooh, that yellow stays, let me tell you. Okay, all right, got that off. Okay, let's go with, let's do, this one is Groovy Guava. It's an old color I don't even know that we have anymore. I think it was an in color maybe at some time. But, and you'll see that it kind of beads up a little bit if you have a lot of water on the marker, but you know, no, you can't do much about that because this is paper. If this was watercolor paper, it wouldn't do that. And actually, I don't think it really looks all that bad. But I'm just moving the color around. It doesn't look like much right now, but I'm going to add some more color to it. I'll pick another color to put in with it and see how it comes out. Also, when you do the layers, like, you know, when you first put it down, it's darker. So you can always go back over in certain areas and just make that area a little darker. I'm not a real good colorist. I just do what I can. But it goes on really super easy. What color should I use with that? Let's see. Maybe one of these pinker ones. I think this is, let's try Poppy Parade. That's actually red, not pink. Just kind of add it in there. I don't know, just sort of towards the edges. And then sometimes, if I get another color that's not blending real well, I mean, I could add more water, but then when you add water, you end up with the paper getting all those dots, like I said. But let's go ahead and do this for a moment. Just kind of do all the edges. Then you know what I'm going to do? I'll just finish this up, get all these little edges here. Okay, maybe a little bit right there. Okay. So now I'm going to go back, get some of that red off, and go back with the guava and kind of blend it a little better. See how it kind of gets rid of that line that was just there? I don't know what you can see actually. You might not be able to see that well because I got my camera at an angle. Because what I do is I have my iPad up on this stand and it's not overhead like the people that do all these nice professional videos. Here, sometimes if you get it wet enough, you can kind of get rid of that line. So, I'm just making do with what I have, and this is my very first video, so I think that looks pretty. I'm going to really quickly do the green. I'm kind of excited about the green. I want to see. Yeah, green's one of my favorite colors. Oh, there's almost no greens I don't like. Does that make sense? And I've used Pear Pizzazz, has been one of my favorites for quite a while now. And they came out with Granny Apple Green and I just didn't feel it. And one of my stamping friends really likes it. So I had this color that's from the very beginning of when I first started stamping called Green Galore. Anybody remember Green Galore? It's very, very close to Granny Apple Green. It's just a slight bit brighter. Anyway, I used that on my last one. That would be this one. I don't know if you can see. It's dried, so it's a little lighter, but it's pretty close in color. So I went ahead and ordered the Granny Apple Green re-inker and spots, and I made a spot, and I'm using the re-inker right here for this. These are all re-inkers, by the way. You could take a spot, take your ink and just smudge it on a piece of plastic. But since I have the re-inkers, I use them. And anyway, I just wanted to try this tonight. I wanted to try the Granny Apple Green. And I like it. I like it a lot because I like the brighter greens. Old Olive has been a staple forever, and it usually works for just about everything. And Garden Green. I use Garden Green an awful lot too, especially for leaves and plants. But they're both a little bit like the Olive has got a lot of yellow in it, and the Garden Green's got a little bit of bluish tint to it, but they're both darker. They're a lot darker. This is lighter and brighter, kind of, I don't know, cheerful and sunny, if that makes sense. Can a green be sunny? There was a green that was supposed to be, I don't know, kind of a more yellow green called Kiwi Kiss. I try to like that green. Yeah, no. I have it. I don't particularly want to use it. It's too yellow. I went out of the line there a little bit, didn't I? It happens. For the most part, you probably won't even notice. And who knows, by the time you get done with the card and you put, do I have that card here? I don't. By the time you put your sentiment or whatever else you're going to put on it, not all of this is going to show. Boy, this green's taken a while, isn't it? There's a lot of green places to color. I was hoping to make this video short so that I'll be able to upload it. Did I get all the green? I think so. Okay, well, let's clean this off. All right, let's see. What color do we want to do next? What is this? This is Flirty Flamingo. Ooh. I love that color. Obviously, I'm going to put colors on here that I love because I want it to be real pretty. And this is really not, I mean, I hate to say it, but this is really not all that. Oops, where was it? This one. Really not all that good. I'm kind of being sloppy and smearing it around and whatnot. But that's just it. That's the thing about this. It's like you can slop it right over the gold part of the foil part, and it still remains gold or foil colored. All right, let's add something to that. What color would go with that? What color is this, by the way? This is Melon Mambo. It's a bit bright. Just use a little. Just kind of, oh, here, a little there. It's kind of pretty. That actually kind of goes with that, doesn't it? Surprise, surprise. So Melon Mambo is going well with a Flirty Flamingo. And I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just putting it on here. Really no rhyme or reason. Now I can go back with a lighter color, which was not that one. That's Poppy Parade. Yikes. This is Flirty Flamingo down here. Just to kind of get it to blend and maybe get it a little more flamingo-y. That's pretty. Okay. Let's see. This is Apricot. Do you remember Apricot Appeal? They don't make this one anymore either, and I think there's a new one, a mango something or other. I think that one is very similar to this. I mean, you know, their colors are going to repeat over the years. This one's from 15 years ago, so I mean, granted, that's my husband. Could you hear him? I don't know what he was talking about. Anyway, they're going to eventually repeat or get really close to some old colors that they had. And color trends come and go, as you know. Alright, so that's the apricot appeal, and it's not real appealing. I need to do something with it. Although, when I first put it on, it's darker, of course, right? And then as the water thins it out and spreads it out, it gets a lighter look. So, actually, that is kind of cool. Might just leave that. And you know what I think I'll do? Is I'll take this, and I'm going to do this one in it, and then I'm going to go over it. See, you just mess around with it. It doesn't take... I suppose you could do all the flowers in basically the same color. I think in nature, a lot of times you have variation in color on your flowers because they're older. You know, they've been blossomed longer and they lose their color or change their color. I think I'm going to add something to that. I think I'm going to go with what is this again? Melon Mambo. Let's see if I add a little Melon Mambo to this and what it does. It's a little dark for it, isn't it? If I just cover all of it. Let's see what we get. I'm not refilling it because I want to let it get lighter in some spots. Okay, and then I'm going to go into that yellow to kind of bring it together. Now, I don't see any of the apricot. I wonder if I take some apricot and go over it. Oh, I don't have any left. Kind of gives it an orangey color. That was a little darker. Yeah, it didn't come out too bad. It's still pretty. Let's see. Should go back to the Poppy Parade. Let's see, because this is just the edge. Might be kind of pretty to do just the edge in a darker color. This underneath I can wipe off, so if I get anything on it, it doesn't hurt it. Just kind of a cool thing. It's one of those mattes, Tim Holtz, something rather matte. Just it takes a beating and it's fine. Actually, that's kind of cool. I might just do that. That was this one, right? I might do that over here too. This one I'm not having any real variation in color, am I? It's just kind of solid, but like I say, it's the edge. You know what? I think I'm going to do all the little berry, little blooms in that. I kind of like that. I have one more I was going to do. If I have time, I'm going to do it in the green, the Granny Apple green. Okay, we'll just do these. How much more do I have to do here? Okay, one more flower, right? After these little buds. So this is Poppy Parade. Oops, the paper moved and then I missed. Did you hear my kitty meowing? That's Brian's kitty, Eris. She likes to come and bug me when I'm in this room. Alright, is that all the little bead things? Right there. Okay, buds, not beads. Alright, I'm going to wipe that off. Oh, it's taking a bit to come out of there. What color should I do this last one? I don't know. What's this? This is the pineapple. Oh, this is the yellow. I know what I'll do. I'll color the whole thing in yellow. And then, see, I'm just like smearing it all over the place. Then, come in with another color. back to the guava. Let's see what happens if I just sort of run it. It's kind of interesting. Oh, look at that, I went over. I wonder if I can get that out. And get all the color off of there and see if I can like use a wet thing to wipe it off. Sometimes you can just use clear wet. I got some of it off. Not all of it, but some of it. All right. This one's really varied. This one, you know, it's a lot bigger. There's a lot more to it. But there's that one. Pretty, huh? You see it? Okay. I'm going to do this real quick. So this is that solid one that I see a lot of people do. They just do in one color. So I'm going to add a whole bunch of water to this, smear it around, and just color it in. See? Just run it all over this, like so. And then, see, the thing about this is you can, any color that you need. So let's, you know, you don't have to buy a certain colored paper. You can just color it the color that you need at the moment. And I'm choosing the green because it's such a neutral background. You can use it with so many flowered images, and I don't know, just thought I'd do it in green just to see. Whoop, gotta get this edge. Just need a little bit more there. I did 1 drop of each color, by the way. I don't use a lot. Okay, and that is that. Can you see how pretty that is? I just love that. Okay, that's it. Thank you.